2016 budget as submitted to the town clerk.
Along with that, I'd like to sponsor the resolution that the supervisor in her capacity as town treasurer be and hereby directed to examine the accounts and records of the town and using the town's current rate of expenditure, make a calculation as to the projected amount of all funds budgeted for the fiscal year 2015, which will not have been expended by December 31st, 2015, and report said projected current accounts fund balance figure to the town board on or before December 5th. These figures shall not include those funds earmarked for the building fund. That's along with that.
So we'll need two motions.
Yeah, I wanted to do this one first.
Okay.
That's okay.
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Everybody goes.
So then we need the motion to adopt the 2016 budget.
I'll make the motion to adopt the budget.
I will second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? We need to add the two things to the agenda, approve the abstracts and approve the justice report. That's two motions.
I'll make a motion we approve the justice report.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I make a motion we approve the abstracts for payment.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Turn your phone
It was Skip.
off. No.
So
Killed mine.
the next regular board meeting would be December 23rd.
And you have to have a year-end meeting too.
Are we doing the same night?
You have to have a year-end meeting after the regular meeting too.
You have to have both, right?
You have to have both, a regular meeting and a year-end to
Right.
close the books.
Okay.
So,
I think the 23rd would be enough time to close the books. So we could schedule them both the
go
same
at the
day.
same time.
Mhm. I
Oh,
can,
we can do it both, that's what I just asked.
I'm not 100% sure whether we can do them both at the same time.
I guess it's just a matter of whether or not, we have all the,
that's the problem,
all
yeah.
the vouchers, bills ready for payment. That's why
The
we've always,
23rd, you might not have them all.
we've always done it the last week in December.
Yeah,
right
the
before.
23rd, you might not have all the bills.
For the next regular meeting.
That is the regular meeting, yes.
But if we can do them the same night.
Yeah, it might be,
Usually we do it right around the 30th.
Yeah.
Because you have those last stragglers and you want to monitor that year.
Yeah, we always have 2 meetings in December, I think. Last year we had 2 meetings.
do you want to do 2 meetings or just change the regular meeting to the 30th?
That's fine with me.
Change it to 30th if we can.
Okay, so December, is there anything going on in the building on the 4th, Wednesday? Fifth is Wednesday.
No.
No, nothing's going on Wednesdays, no. Not in the end of the month.
Okay,
So that's our regular and year end.
yeah. December 30th at 6:30. Okay,
Do we need a motion on that?
we do.
I'll make the motion that we change our regular meeting and year end meeting to occur simultaneously on the 30th of December.
I'll second
Is that all right?
All in favor?
it.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Any, thing for the, preliminary agenda? The main thing is the abstracts, that.
Abstracts
what?
and justice report. Um,
I'm sorry for.
The main thing is those
Oh,
year-end
the
abstracts.
abstracts and the justice reports,
we don't
okay.
need to do it.
And you can always email or call with anything you'd like to have added in advance. Other business?
Maybe it's not my position to bring it up, but did you find anything out about, children, fire department?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the fire
yeah.
department.
No, so I haven't heard from them. They just had their meeting and may not have had a resolution. But for the budget that we just passed, there's, if we end up needing, first of all, that's a 3-year contract, so for the 1 year, is the only one that's applicable. If we do ultimately need to change it, we can do a budget amendment on it. But there,
But we
I
still
don't
have to
have,
stay within the tax.
we still have to stay within the tax cap.
And
So we wouldn't, I mean.
what we have in there is within the tax cap, and if that's a maximum, we could cover.
Right,
Okay.
so basically, if we were going to change the tax base to pay for any increase in the fire, it's small, you know, first of all. We go over, so if we do need to do a budget amendment, it'd be coming from general fund.
But will the figures be known prior to the December 30th meeting?
Yeah.
So I can prepare a resolution and attach to it the new 3-year contract? That they will be known?
Yes,
Somebody's gonna get that to me then, yes?
yeah,
If-
when I find out, I'll
Yeah.
definitely talk to Linda.
All right.
What is the holdup for the village, do you know what?
I think they just had their meeting, I don't know.
They've met a couple of times since we've discussed it. Sometimes you have to keep that in.
The Freda too.
The freight is up.
The freight, we need a new contract for a Freda. I just got the paperwork today, so I'll send it around. We do that next meeting.
Is it within the?
I just got it right before this meeting. I didn't have a chance to read it yet.
Usually don't have two at the same time, over there.
I didn't think we had 2 of them come due at the same time. I thought that we always had them staggered. I'm not sure, I would have to look.
Can you send us copies?
I'll give it to Linda.
I can make copies of them.
Any other business? All right, then I'll open it up for public comment.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, other business. This, I got this in the mail, and being Leanne isn't here, we're gonna need to reappoint him for this term, because we have to get this back into the Board of Assessment review.
I thought that was done.
No,
Oh.
his term ran out, September 30th, and he either
Who
has
was
to
it?
be reappointed, Vern Wagner.
Is he willing?
Does anybody talk
Margaret,
to
do you
him?
know?
I do not know.
He's been, so,
I mean, I
Can we do
guess-
the next one?
I
I-
did Jim's
I don't
expired
know.
term, I finished his out, so I'm gonna be due too fairly soon.
You gotta.
What is the term, 2 years?
Your term ends in next year, Margaret.
2006.
And, yeah. And I'm not even sure how long.
years are they?
And Vern would be the year after me.
And see, he didn't,
Oh,
he
it's
didn't
2
send
years.
it till
Is it
October, so
actually
I'm
5
guessing
years?
maybe
Is
we
it 5
can
for
handle
Andrew
it
Wiley?
till
Let's
next
do it
meeting.
next.
I don't know.
All right.
You're gonna
I can
contact
change
Vern then?
the time
I need
period.
to have his address, and I need to know what his term is gonna be for the resolution, okay?
That's his phone number. Yeah.
9
Leanne asked
Staley
me to
Avenue is the
bring
address.
this up, and I forgot all about
9
it.
Staley Avenue.
Vernon Wagner.
Staley?
S-T-A-L-E-Y.
Okay.
And it's Vernon.
Okay.
I just passed that down. Cheers.
Well, okay.
I'll just give him a call and make sure he's willing, and then we can, do the
And we'll,
resolution
and
next
if
month.
he is, and
No,
we'll
that's
add that to the
right.
agenda for the December meeting.
Yeah,
So I would put that on there.
great. right, any comments? Skip.
As a resident of this town for the last 68 years, I've found this whole situation really distressing. I would say that it was akin to having a cancer, and I had one, and I'm sure there's other people in this room that have had it. And sometimes when you have it, something's got to be done about it. But in this case, the cancer was nurtured instead of tried to cure it. I think you know what I'm talking about. Legal proceedings and everything else.
Amen.
Good job.
Margaret.
Okay, I'd like to address this. Jim Telfer at the October 28th meeting Jim stated by saying he's personally for the town hall project. Is that correct? Then I also understand that you had some correspondence with Judge Slice saying just the opposite.
Margaret, you need to address the council.
I'll
If
address
you'd
the
like
council.
if you'd like to talk to Jim outside of the meeting, you can.
Well, he brought it up under his quote planning report, which really wasn't a planning report, it was his personal comments.
Okay, just address the council.
So I will address the council to find out from Jim just where he stands on this. Because if you're gonna waver back and forth, I don't think it's fair. Okay?
That's not what public comment, the public comment is about addressing the town board.
And I will
If
now
individual
address the
members of
council.
the public would like to speak up.
If it is true, Sarah, that you fired the janitor, what gave you the right to do it without the whole board having a vote on it? I don't think any of the other board members, regardless of who they are, has the authority either to do it without your consent.
Any other comments?
Not tonight.
One thing I forgot. I've harped for quite a long time on this business of 37 people in this room. It's against the law to have more than 37 people. And frankly, if I'd have had the guts to done it, I'd have called 911 because we're all in danger. And it's time that the town board does something about this.
Amen.